I'm going to tell you exactly why this is the best beginner bike in 2024. An inline 2-cylinder, 270-degree crankshaft angle. Oh, these mosquitoes are horrible. Brembo front brake caliper with a 320mm rotor, and the rear has a 220mm. I've got this aftermarket KO Lightning exhaust. You got this wonky big rear fender for some reason. This comfortable stock seat. I'm not gonna lie, I enjoy it. Right here, you've got your control panel. You've got your entertainment button, your up and down arrows, your back button. Right here is your turn signals, which goes to your headlights, and your tails as well. Push it in to release your light. This right here is your hazard button. Flashes both of the front and the rear. A 3.7 gallon tank, 17-inch rims. This bike brand new, $56.99 plus your freight and your prep. Now let's give you guys the sound. That's pretty mean for a 450cc. Now we are about to take a ride on this. I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about more of the specs, and I'm going to give you guys a feel on how I feel about this bike. First, let's take a look at this beautiful water and this beautiful scenery we have here. Thank you very much, Colorado. Very beautiful. And thank you to God, right? Oh, shh. Do not park your bike right next to gravel. You might almost drop it. Let's start this thing up. As do most bikes in 2024, if you have the kickstand down and you put it into first, the bike will automatically shut off. To start the bike back up, you have to kick the kickstand back up, and now you can start as long as your clutch is pulled. Let's go ahead and take off. This bike has an inline 2-cylinder with a 270-degree crank, which gives it that deep sound like a R1M or a RS660. I'm just gonna do a quick pull and give you guys a quick sound of what it sounds like when you're accelerating. I'll give you guys some decel pops as well. Beautiful. So I have ridden both the Ninja 500 and the 450Ss. I actually own this 450Ss. I've been on the Ninja 500. I was on it for about a month. The two bikes have a lot of, pros and cons to each their own. The 450Ss has one less horsepower, but it does have a little bit more torque because of that crankshaft angle. Not only does this bike sound better than the Ninja 500, I also think it seats the rider a little bit better. It kind of prepares you for a bigger bike. Now, what are the bad things about this 450Ss? I would say the worst thing of everything on this bike is parts availability. I've seen stories of people who had to wait, 3 or 4 months until they got their bike back because they couldn't ride it without, an oil cooler or, a seal for their oil. I personally had to wait 3 months before I got my bike back because I took it to a dealer and they broke my oil cooler. Shame on that dealer. And they didn't even compensate me in any way. All they did was not make me pay for what they broke. That's a story for another day. This bike does redline at, it says 10,000, but actually it revs around, it can get up to about 12,000. That's the farthest I've gotten it to. Let's see, let's take a quick rev limit. Let's just pull the clutch in and rev it up. So right there was about 12,000 RPM. This bike makes peak horsepower at 9,500 RPM and peak pound of torque at 7,500 RPM. If you stuck around until the end of this video, I appreciate it. I'm going to try and do more reviews on different bikes as much as I can. All the support helps. I appreciate you guys. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.